Nation. Hey y'all, today I'm gonna be doing a glueless wig install. Instead of using glue, I'm using a spray, and yeah, I'm not talking this whole video, so I'm gonna be doing a voiceover. And yeah, right now what you see me doing is putting gel on like my hairline so that it doesn't get caught in the spray or like get stuck to the lace. What I'm doing here is just making sure that all of my hair is under the wig cap. I don't do the bald cap method here just because it's kind of unnecessary when I'm doing a glueless wig. If I was doing glue, I definitely would to protect my edges. I got this wig on AliExpress. It was supposed to be it was supposed to be honey blonde, and it ended up being more of a 613 type of color. It came with a band in the back, which I like the thick bands, and it also came with a skinny adjustable strap. You're seeing me put this wig on like this, and I look a little weird because I never do the flip over method, but I had to for this wig because the space was kind of small for me to try to stretch it over my head. I'm going to try to give y'all as much details on possible on how I do this. This whole install took me about an hour. So here I'm just cutting the lace into multiple sections to make it easier when I'm laying down my lace and cutting it, so I don't have to cut across the whole thing. I tried to use a little razor cutter, and this is where I messed up. As you can see, I literally cut a line into the front of my lace, and you see, I was stressing at this point because I didn't know what I was going to do to fix it. I started to just cut the lace off at this point with the scissors. I thought that would be like the best option, is to cut the lace as close to the hairline as possible to try to get rid of like where you could see that the lace was actually cut high up. Then I was just cutting my ear tabs off. Here I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, but you'll see what I do in the end. This is like, I'm not even about to explain what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting off the rest of my lace, so enjoy the music. Now I'm starting to do my part. At first I didn't really like the part, so I ended up doing it again, which y'all will see later. But when I'm first doing the part, it was kind of difficult for me to like kind of get it to where I wanted it to go because the hair was so loose. But I had to use the wax stick a lot and use the hot glue a lot to get it like exactly how I wanted it. Here you just see me plucking the part. I usually don't do this when I do a middle part, but because the hair was so thick, like where I needed the side part to lay really flat, I had to pluck it. Here I'm just making sure that both sides are even and they sit about the same, and that they also cover my sideburns enough. Again, you can see like how bad and how far I cut into the lace, but you can't really see it from far away, but up close it looked terrible. The spray that I use is the Got To Be holding spray. I just spray that all over my hairline, not exactly on the hair, but a little bit in front of it, because I don't want the lace to sit on my hairline. I let that dry for a little bit, and then I kind of get the flyaways off of it that were stuck a little bit, and I'm putting the wig almost like half an inch in front of my hairline. Here I'm just holding it down so that it can dry in place. I'm gonna use a lace band, but it wasn't staying. When I sprayed it, it wasn't as sticky as I thought it was gonna be, so I had to hold it down for a little bit before I put the lace band on. At this point, I'm getting ready to style my hair, so I'm trying to brush all the extra hairs out. This is where I started to kind of redo my side part. You'll see what I do. Here is where I'm using the wax stick a lot to get it in place. This is just my initial use, just to mold everything the way I want it, so that none of the hairs are like going past the part. Because I was pulling my lace and there was a cut in the lace, it was kind of like getting worse. The cut got a little bit deeper than it was before, so I had to put it under and hold it down while I was using the wax stick. A hot comb is your best friend when you're doing a wig install. Like, it's really what gets your hair laid. Here I'm sectioning the front part of my side part just so that I can get that flat, so there's not that hump. I'm using the wax stick again, and then I'll go in with the hot comb. You're gonna want to do this for each section, depending on how, I wasn't really careful with how flat I wanted it, but depending on how flat you want it is how far you want to take out this part, and how many sections you want to do. My sections were pretty thick, so it didn't take me long. You're gonna want to make sure you get the back too, so the back isn't kind of sticking up past where the front is. You got your front side part flat, so you want to get the back just as flat. Here I'm using the hot comb to comb it back and over. This makes it look a little bit more seamless and not like your hair is going straight into your face. Once I took the lace band off, my lace was looking a little bit ashy, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that by adding some more lace spray. This is gonna be my second layer, and then actually this is gonna be my first layer on top of the lace, second layer in general. and I'm just gonna put the lace band back on and wait. Here I'm sectioning my hair off to start curling it. This is kind of a video on how to get the lace down and like do the wig in general, not a curling tutorial, so I kind of skip past all this. I just want to preface that I do have a curling wand. I just don't like using it sometimes because sometimes it doesn't hold the curls the way I want or make them like as loose as I want them to be. This is the only one that like wasn't in 10 times speed because this curl just came out so good, y'all had to see it. I didn't feel like plugging in my hot comb, so I just used the flat iron to do that. Now I'm kind of combing out the curls, not enough to make them drop completely, but just enough to make the top part still flat. I'm going in with the hot comb again just for finishing touches. I really wanted to get it super duper flat on that one side. Then I'm taking it off and I'll put some more makeup on it so it blends more seamlessly because it's still looking a little bit ashy. Usually to get rid of the ash, I'll use a little bit of spritz. That helps the most, but I was being lazy and I didn't feel like getting it, so definitely use spritz and the Got To Be spray. The makeup I use is the Ruby Kisses cream foundation. I use the palette that's number 13. One of them is too light and one of them is too dark, so I kind of just swirl my brush around in both of them and kind of mix them together. This is my last layer of spray before I put the lace band on and wait about 10 minutes before I'm done. This was the finished product. I was really happy with it. The curls weren't really all the same, but it did the job. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.